It was a great weekend. The toughest match, the first one that we had talked about before, was Army. And like any good college match, it came down to the last person standing. That was Chanel Glasper. The score was 3-3, and it came down to her. And it had come down to her in the Brown match before that, and the pressure was on her, and this young woman played an hour and 15 minutes in front of probably 50 or 60 screaming people. After every point, people were screaming, and playing at Army is always tough. And she came through big time for us, and so we won. We beat Army 4-3, and I always consider Army to be a tough team to play. The next day, playing a conference match, St. Bonaventure, was a little bit easier for us. They were missing some players, and we handled them fairly well. And then I was concerned about Fairleigh Dickinson because it was the third match and because they have a brand new team. And we were able to really put our best foot forward, and the energy was very good. Our doubles has been a great way to start the match. And the kids came really ready to finish the weekend off in good style, and they did so. So coming away with the 3 wins this weekend means to me that we're able to separate ourselves from the crowd. And the fact that we won that first one, of course, sets the tone. And of course, the thing that I've been looking at is watching to see how we do without Julia Comas. And they were able to plug the holes, and for that I'm pleased with them. And I was really pleased with their effort, their sort of teamness, I would say. That's my new word. But they were really able to win this one as a team. Not anybody stood out. The standout for the last match was Juliana Model. She beat a player who was playing #1 for Fairleigh Dickinson, who is ranked 200 ITF and top 15 in the East, and she beat her 6-4, 6-0, and it's probably Yuli's best win of her career. So when Yuli's on track, things are good for us. We play Dartmouth tomorrow, and Dartmouth is a top 75 team. It's hard to know what to expect from Dartmouth. Their #1 player, Sarah Leonard, has been in and out of the lineup last year. This year she's only played 1 match. Dartmouth has not played very many matches this year due to the weather. We may be able to catch them at an off moment. They haven't played in 2 weeks, and that's good for us. They're very strong. They're one of a very good Ivy team, and they're deep, and I never know what his lineup is going to be because he moves it around so much. But, you know, we start with our doubles. I think we can win the doubles point for sure. His strength is not the doubles. He's got very, very good players that play solidly from the baseline. Nobody that's except for their #1, is very flashy, but they're all solid. So I'm expecting that that's going to be a tough match. And then I give them the day off on Thursday. And Friday we'll practice, and Saturday we'll hit around lightly, and then Sunday we'll play Quinnipiac at home. I think we're looking forward to getting ourselves home again after so many matches on the road. And Quinnipiac for us is a doable match, but we have to come prepared, and we have to be ready to start right from the beginning. Well, it's a little more comfortable for us to be home because we can have our team meetings here in the locker room. We have a good fan base that comes out. The noise at the courts is pretty good, you know, and then it's nice to have people screaming for you rather than against you. We're used to traveling, but I think that being on the road for 4 matches in a row can be a bit daunting to us. And the Dartmouth match is a 5 o'clock in the evening match, which means we don't get home now till about 11 or 11:30, and then they get up and go to school the next day. So I expect they're a little bit tired now, and I expect that it'll be tough to get their energy up. We'll see in practice today how that'll go. But home is where I don't think we've lost a match at home except for to Boston College in the last 3 years. So we find home to be home.